Hello everybody and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are at Kansas Speedway for the Pioneer 60. Last week was a very interesting race last week at the Brickyard, and with a two-time winner on the season, Nico 2588 coming out on top, and he is on fire right now. It's not just the temperatures heating up outside, he's heating up. And let's go through those points real fast. Your points leader is going to be that number 96 of Nico 2588, 55 points over number 2 of the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Third will be the number 11 of TC Roberts. Fourth will be the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. Fifth will be the 33 of ZWTF. Sixth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Seventh will be the 19 of XJ Snake. Eighth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Ninth will be the number 23 of Fuller Than You. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be the number 20 of Adam B 5000. So that's your top 10 in points right now. Like I said, Nico is currently up 55 points over Nail Clipper Flipper. And we've got Nail Clipper and TC Roberts knocking on the door. Two rookies right now sitting in second and third. And, well, actually second, third, and fourth, because Johnny T Homicidal is back there in fourth in the 187. So that's your top 10 in points. Let's go through qualifying real fast. Starting on the pole is going to be the 07 of Douche Baggins. And on his outside is going to be the points leader, the 96 of Nico 2588. Starting third will be the 55 of Ida, and on her outside will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Starting fifth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna, and on his outside, the 799 of Mike Check. Starting seventh will be the number 20 of Adam B 5000, and on his outside, the 00 of Mudbone. Starting ninth will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, and on her outside will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. Starting 11th will be the number 80 of Hog Eric, and on his outside, the 911 of Danny Cybex. Starting 13th will be the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper, and on his outside, the 660 of Garrett Miller. Starting 15th will be the 66 of Syndicate J, and on his outside, the 49 of Jetman. Starting 17th, the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, and on his outside, the 88 of NM 2588. Starting 19th will be the number 40 of Veteran Chaos, and on his outside will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Starting 21st will be the 25 of JTM 2588, and on his outside, the 69 of Arco Creates. Starting 23rd will be the 999 of Deviant, and on his outside, the number 11 of TC Roberts. Starting 5th will be the number 32. Starting 25th will be the number 32 of Heck of a Doober. And on his outside is teammate, the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. Starting 27th will be the 619 of Balls Deep. And on his outside, the number 7 of Seabass. Starting 29th will be the number 72 of Duchess. And on her outside will be the 33 of ZWTF. Starting 31st will be the 19 of XJ Snake. And on his outside, the 6 of Ice Cream Some Days. Starting 33rd will be the number 10 of It's Some Alien, and on his outside, the 13 of King of the Aces. Starting 35th will be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray, and on his outside, the number 42 of Mom Games Hard. Starting 37th will be the 23 of Fuller Than You, and on his outside, the 34 of Super Snake. Starting 39th will be the number 51 of AJM 2588, and on his outside, the 47 of Dom Kizzle. And shotgun on the field in the last row, starting 41st will be the number 300 of Resemble, and on his outside, the 420 of Queen of Hearts. So that's your starting lineup today for the Pioneer 60 here at Kansas Speedway. It's shaping up to be a good race. It's a big track. There should be some drafting. There should be lots of passing, so let's go racing. As the drivers are coming off pit road, let's go through that top 10 again real fast. So starting on the pole is going to be the 07 of Douche Baggins. On his outside, the 96 of Nico 2588. Starting third will be the number 55 of Ida. Fourth will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. 5th will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. 6th will be the 799 of Mike Check. 7th will be the 20 of Adam B5000. 8th will be the 00 of Mudbone. 9th will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be that number 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. Previous winner here this season of that 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. Interesting thing from last week's race, when I talked to the number 7 of Seabass in that Amish Buggy Racing, and he had an interesting thing to say about that accident that happened. He mentioned to me that that was actually payback for the 300 of Resemble taking him out the previous week on lap 1. So a rivalry brewing between Amish Buggy and Drop Bear Racing. So, but the 07 of Douche Baggins is going to be leading us down to take the green flag here at Kansas Speedway for this Pioneer 60. On his outside is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588, your points leader. And on the inside right now, behind him, is going to be that 55 of Ida. Those two Fords pushing their way to the front past the 96 of Nico 2588. The 95 and the 96 always running together, it seems like, over the last couple weeks, right there beside each other. So we got the 95, the 96, the 1 right there. Pulling away right now is going to be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Right behind him is going to be that 55 of Ida. We're going to see how this race shapes up as it continues on. The 96 on the outside of the 95. The number 1 is Jamal Jackson. We're going to see what the 96 does here. He's kind of sliding up the track almost into the front end of that number 20 of Adam B5000. Down to the inside of Adam is going to be the 799 of Mike Check. The 96 now down to the bottom of the track. The number 1 is Jamal Jackson looking down to the inside of the 95 of Zed Brunna. Followed right behind him is going to be that 96. See what they do down here into the turn. Dropping down to the bottom is that number 1. Is staying on the bottom, that is. The 96 right underneath that number 95. Taking away that. Looks like he's trying to take away that position here on the backstretch. Let's get your timing and scoring up. As always, the top 10 is going to be on the left. And the Find Your Favorite Driver scrolling across the top. And there's a new person coming into the view right here. It's going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. Eric currently up to 8th place after starting in the 11th position. So far so good for Eric. Needing a great run right here. Eric's currently, let's see if I can find him on the points right now. And, you know, he's in there somewhere. He's in 31st, so definitely needs a good run today to move up in those points. And also G3 right there in the top 10 as of right now. G3 in the top 10, and so Eric's actually moved up to the 6th position now. We'll see what's going on up here at the front. The number 1 at Jamal Jackson now down to the inside of the 55 of Ida, trying to make his way up to the front to catch that 07 of Douche Baggins, who started on the pole, currently leading every lap, and right behind him is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588. That Marlboro Busch Light Dodge for MBR with Nico behind the wheel has been nothing short of amazing the last 3 races. 2 wins and a 2nd place. Would have been 3 wins in a row, except for the awesome pit strategy pitting by the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal and that Duber Racing team. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what's going on back here in the back of the pack. There's the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Let me check through the thing. It looks like Kung Fu Beer started 17th position. He's now currently up to the 9th position. So moving towards the front for that number 71 car. We're going to look back through here, and there's the 00 of Mudbone looking down to the inside of the number 20 of Adam B5000. Right behind him is going to be that number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Vet, a winner in the Iraq series this year, and we've got almost have 3 wide right here with the 25 of Wishbone, or 25 of JTM 2588. Thought about making it 3 wide right there down the into the turn, down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Right underneath that number 40 of Veteran Chaos and the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Right behind them, coming into view, is going to be the 999 of Deviant. Whipping it down to the bottom is going to be that 25, getting around that 57. 3 KFB racing cars right here, the 57, the 40, and the 619, all fighting for position. This is for the... Looking through the order, this is actually for the 12th, 11th, and 12th position right now. Jump back through the field here, see what we got going on in the back. The 88 and the 660 hooked up right now underneath that number 10 of It's Somalian. Followed right behind them is going to be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. 2 MBR cars right there on your screen. Some great racing all over this racetrack as of right now. Let's jump back up here to the front of the pack. And that's going to be second place. Starting on the outside pole will be that number 96 of Nico 2588, trying to run down the 07 of Douche Baggins. Not currently sure what the pit strategy is going to be today. So DB's already led 9 laps on the day, but the 96 of Nico 2588 making a run right now towards the front. DB in that Dale's Pale Ale Glock Chevy. His teammate, the 72 of Duchess. She is currently running in the 19th position. I think she finished top 5 last week. So great run by Duchess last week. Watching this battle right now for the lead. We're going to see what Jamal does. He's made his way back to the back bumper of the 96. We'll see what he does here coming down into the front stretch. One, 2, and 3 right here on your screen. Down into 1 and 2 they go. The 96 down to the bottom of the track. Right up to the back bumper of the 07 of Douche Baggins. Down the back stretch. Into turn 3 and 4. No movement right now by that 96 or the number 1. As they go through 3 and 4 onto the front stretch, let's see what happens here as we head towards the stripe to complete another lap. That's going to be 13 laps led right there for that 07 of DB. DB able to fend off the 96 and the number 1 right now. I have a feeling it's a matter of time before that 96 gets a great run and gets down to the bottom. Let's check back here real fast as the 71 of Kung Fu Beer and the 95 of Zed Brenna both getting around that number 80 of Hog Eric. Eric right now back to the 9th position, and Kung Fu Beer up to the 7th position after starting 17th. And there's your pass for the lead, folks. The 96 of Nico 2588 down to the bottom of the 07 through turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. We're going to see if Jamal goes with him. And Jamal now underneath that 07 of DB. But your leader coming down to the stripe is going to be the number 96 of Nico 2588. The points leader has taken the lead from that 07 of Douche Baggins, and right behind him is going to be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. We're going to see what DB does, see if he can come back here after leading 14 laps. So currently DB is most laps led. We're going to see how that shapes up for the rest of the race. We do have 41 laps in this race, and hopefully, fingers crossed, 41 laps of green flag action. Let's check back here through the field. There's the mic check. It was looking down to the inside of Ida, but Ida down to the bottom of the track with a little bit of a block there. This is currently for the 4th position with G3 right there in the 6th position. I believe G3 also had top 10 finish last week, which was really good for her point standing. She's actually moving up in the standings. She was dead last for quite a while, up to 37th right now. So it might not seem like a great run, only 37th in points, but after being last place for as long as she was, moving up and finishing better right now is actually good. So And we'll check on that number 80 of Hog Eric, who also, he's had some great cars this year and just been mired by those pit stop incidents where he's gotten caught a lap down or some just craziness has happened. But right now, Eric is running in the 9th position right there behind the 95 of Zed Brunna, probably looking to make a pass here. And we also got the 799 still trying to get around that 55 of Vita. Let's jump back up here to the front, and it's still going to be the 96 of Nico 2588 is your leader. Here on lap 19, 22 laps to go. We're going to see what the pit strategy is, see when they pit. Doesn't look like it's going to be this lap. We'll see how they get into the pits. And luckily this week there's no outside pit road wall. It's just the one next to where the pit wagons are. So no chance for the drivers to run into that wall. So as of right now, I do believe that if Nico leads this lap, he is going to be the leader at halfway. We'll see if he comes into the pits, but we've got the number 1 of Jamal Jackson is pitting. The 96 is staying out, so Nico 2588, your leader on this lap, is going to be the leader at halfway, so he's going to get those 5 extra bonus points. So we're going to see if he comes down into the pits on this lap or if he's waiting another lap. It sounds like he's slowing down to come into the pits. Yep, there he is. He's coming down to take onto pit road. The 34 is Super Snake pulling out there. Let's get some view from the end of pit road here. He's going to drive all the way down. Him and DB have to drive all the way down to the end of pit road. There goes the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Currently still your leader. Looks like it's going to be that 96 of Nico 2588. And there he is into this pits. And right behind him is going to be that 07 of Douche Baggins. All your leaders, every car's pitting. And thankfully, we are still under green during these green flag pit stops. No incidents. So the 96 getting his 4 tires on. And he is filled with gas down and he is out. DB with a little bit of hesitation there. We'll jump to see if we can't catch the. Gotta go through. Gotta find it. There we go. See if we can find the leaders. I think the number 1 of Jamal Jackson is going to be your leader after that. So we're going to find out. There's the 34, 55, 7, 69, 83, 96. And I believe the number 1 of Jamal Jackson, who must have had... Oh, we've got a yellow flag, folks. Yellow flag on the track. Looks like the number 20 of Adam B5000 involved in a caution. Adam was running in the... Trying to find where he was on the track at the time. But let's see. He started in the 7th position, so Adam... definitely involved in a caution. I'm not sure who else is. We will go to that replay and see what was up with that. But let's get back up here to the front of the pack. That is going to bunch up. Oh, look at that. The 07 and the 72. Teammates, husband and wife, DB and Duchess. That's going to bunch up your field for the... end of this race with about 18 laps to go. Fastest lap on the day is going to be that by that number 96 of Nico 2588 with a 180.626. So let's go take a look at that caution, and we'll see if anybody is out of the race as a result of it. So I wouldn't call this a pit error, but after these pit stops, you're going to see the number 20 of Adam B5000 is pulling out here, and he's going to get into an accident with I believe the 7 of Seabass. So let's take a look at this replay real fast. Coming out onto the track, onto the backstretch, you're going to see he actually comes up a little bit into the 7 and the 40. So really, that was Adam's fault right there. Let's get another view of that replay. From the roof cam of the number 7 of Seabass, he's obviously racing the number 40 of Veteran Chaos for position here. And we're going to see what happens as Adam pulls up into traffic. Adam's definitely going slower than the number 40 and the 7 right now. So you can see that the Adam sandwiches that number 7 and that 40 right there. So incident for the number 20 of Adam B5000 here in this race. So currently your top 10 right now is going to be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson is your leader. Followed right behind him is the 96 of Nico 2588. Third will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Fourth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Fifth will be the number 69 of Arco Creates. Sixth will be the number 72 of Duchess. Seventh will be the 07 of DB. Eighth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Ninth will be the 55 of Vita. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be that number 71 of Kung Fu Beer. And right behind him, just as a note, right behind him is going to be his brother, the 619 of Balls Deep. If you do not watch Kung Fu Beer, he does on Twitch. He does, and he has it on his YouTube channel. He has out a Super Mega Baseball games. He does every Wednesday, and so if you watch his channel, you'll recognize Kung Fu Beer. And then the 619 of Balls Deep would be Brandon Balls on the beer kegers on that team. So that's your top 10. Actually, your top 11. And it looks like it's still showing Adam as running, and he's actually still on the lead lap. Let's go look at his car. It is pretty much beat to hell. And a little bit shorter than it should be, so that's not going to be great as this race goes on. So Adam currently 42nd, still running a really banged up car from that incident. So we still don't have the 1 to go here. Jamal's led 3 laps on the day so far. Nico with 7 and DB with 14. So as of right now, DB with the most laps led. And looks like we're going to go back green here in 1 lap. So if you're like me, I'm like, finally back to green. Should be an exciting end to this race with 15 laps to go. I'm guessing that's going to be our only pit stop, and if we do have another pit stop, it's probably just going to be gas and go. But I'm guessing that's going to be our only pit stop. We'll see how the pit strategy plays out, as the 96 went 1 lap farther than the number 1, but that KFB Racing team and this Mary Kay Popeye's Chicken Ford, they were able to get Jamal out in a really great time, because he had a huge lead over the 96. Unfortunately, that caution bunched them all up here. So looking through the stuff, then only 1 pit stop for everybody so far, but the number 1 of Jamal Jackson is leading us down to the green flag. Followed right behind him is going to be the 96 and the number 3. A great jump right there for that number 1. The 96 a little bit slow on the gas down into turn 1. Number 3 of Geek Girl Games down to his inside. Followed right behind him, is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. and the 72 and the 07 and the 69 all right there. So a bad start for that 96 and a great start for the number 1 and the number 3. Second place as of right now is going to be that number 3 of Geek Girl Games, looking to take away that top position from the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. And we're going to check back here through the pack. We got in third place is going to be the 80 of Hog Eric, and right behind him is that 07. Two wide battles right now. We're going to see what this 96 does, as he's got a good car. If he can get down to the bottom, he can get back up there to the front, and he's able to get to the bottom of the track. The 72 of Duchess now down to the inside of the 799 of Mike Check. Get back up here to the front. Your leaders, the number 1 of Jamal Jackson, and the number 3 of Geek Girl Games is closing into the back bumper, as is the number 80 and that 07. Those 3 Chevys are going to hook up right now, see what they can do on that number 1, that Ford. And we've got the 96 pushing that 69. Trying to get, the 96 is trying to get back up there to the front, and the best way to do that is to draft off of this 69 of Arco Creates. Arco started in the... Where did Arco start? Arco started 22nd on the day. So, awesome run for Arco right now. But here, your battle for the lead right here is going to be by the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, down to the inside of the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Followed right behind him is going to be that number... Right behind her, sorry, is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric and the 07 of Douche Baggins. DB, obviously your pole sitter, but story as of right now, the story on the track is going to be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games back up to the lead. I believe this is her first time led on the season, so awesome job for that Jose Cuervo Yingling Chevy for G3 Motorsports, driven by Geek Girl Games. So your leader right now is going to be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, followed right behind her is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. And we've got a battle right here underneath the number 1 is going to be the 69. Let's see what the 96 does right here. And Eric now to the bumper of that number 3 of Geek Girl Games. Off of turn 1 and 2 they go, down to the backstretch. 8 laps remaining here. Down into 3 and 4, G3 still leading. This is shaping up to be an exciting end of this race. We have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all right here on the track. Actually, 1st through 6th, like right here on the track. Eric dive bombing down to the inside of that number 3. A great run into the turn. Onto the backstretch they go. Drag racing down the backstretch. DB right there in the middle, dropping down to the bottom, giving Eric a little push into 3 and 4. And your leader coming off that turn is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric. To the front goes Eric. Back to 3rd place goes that number 3 of Geek Girl Games. DB already looking to the inside of that number 80. With 7 laps to go. We're going to see what DB has for that number 80 of Hog Eric. And we got the 69 and the number 1 down underneath the 3 of Geek Girl Games. We're going to see what the 96 does right here. He's down to the bottom too. He's getting down there underneath G3 and looking to make it 3 wide into the turn. I think he thought better of that one. He does it. I mean, he's still racing for the win, and he's number 1 in points, but, you know, G3 not wanting to give up right now. Thinking about going to the inside right there on the 96. And the 07 of Douche Baggins right here to the back bumper of that number 80 of Hog Eric. This is a fantastic battle for the lead, and basically 3rd through 7th at this point as the 619 and the 799 have caught up to that part of the pack. We're going to see what they do here. Down the backstretch goes the 80 and the 07. Eric still leading this race with the 07 of DB right behind him. Edge of your seat excitement here at Kansas Speedway for this Pioneer 60. Race number 7 in the More Freedom Series, Season 2. Just watching this battle for the lead right now. Back here in third, fourth, and fifth. The 69, the 1, and the 96. And then we got G3 and the 619 battling it out. Get back up here to the front, see what's going on. Looks like the number 1 of Jamal Jackson's thinking about making that pass on the 69 of Arco Creates down the backstretch. Less than a car length separating those two cars. And here comes the 80 and the 07. And it looks like we're getting ready to catch up to the number 20 of Adam B5000. So that's going to play a little bit of a... It's going to play a part in the finish of this race. Which is... We're coming down, and this time around, we're going to get the white flag. So out of turns 3 and 4, here they come. Coming down to the white flag is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric and the 07 of Douchebag. And around the outside, they go on that number 20 of Adam B5000. Down into turn 1 and 2. Out of turn 2 they come. Your leaders, the number 80 of Hog Eric. White flag lap here. Coming down into 3 and 4. The number 80 of Hog Eric leading out of turn 4. What does DB have for him? Coming down to take to the stripe. It looks like it's going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric is going to be your winner today here at Kansas Speedway. And let's check out. We're going to see where everybody finished, but again, your winner today is going to be the number 80 of Hog Eric, coming from the 11th position, beating out the pole sitter and the 96 to win this race. A fantastic job by the number 80 today. Let's go through your finishing top 10 real fast. Again, your winner is going to be... Your winner is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric. Second place is going to be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Third will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Fourth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Fourth will be... Sorry. Let me go through that again. The number 80 of Hog Eric is your winner. Second will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. Third will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Fourth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Fifth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Sixth will be the 619 of Balls Deep. Seventh will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Eighth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Ninth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be that 72 of Duchess. So the 96 not able to win his third race in a row, but another top 10 finish for him. And looking through the finishing order, the second place in points, the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper finished 28th. I believe that's going to allow will allow Nico to stay in the points lead. I mean, yes, it should allow Nico to stay in the points lead, but a great run today. The story of the day is going to be that number 80 of Hog Eric, coming from 11th position on the day, making a great run and winning this race. So congratulations to Eric on his first win in the More Freedom Series overall, not just this year, overall. So A fantastic, fantastic race. And the racing gets even better because next week we go to Bristol for a night race in the Boot Barn 75. That's going to be race number 8 of the season. And the racing has just been amazing from the entire year. And I'm blown away by this race. It was so amazing today. Next week will be the Boot Barn 75 at Bristol for our night race. And you're going to see your points right here. And I'm guessing the 96 of Nico 2588 is still going to be your leader. So, but congratulations to the number 80 of Hog Eric, your winner today here at Kansas Speedway for this Pioneer 60. That's going to do it for me. You guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next week. Take care.